In this movie, let's continue talking about the search engine optimization tips and site tips. We turned on search engine friendly URLs. You can see right now this virtual connections link no longer is huge and long. It's been shortened. Again, easier for that crawler to read. One other thing you can do is use what's called a text browser to check your site. There's a text browser called Lynx, Lynx, Lynx viewer right here. What you can do is go in there and actually see all the text and see if you need some improvements. The robots.txt file. Use that to tell the crawler what not to crawl. Let me go into our FTP program here. I'm in my Joomla directory on my remote site. There is the robots.txt file. I have downloaded that. Opened it in Notepad, and right there, see how it says disallow administrator. Then you can simply put the path to the file that you want it to avoid. These are just basically all of our directories that we need to add those file names or paths to. If you have questions about the robots.txt file, right here is a good site with good information to help you understand that file. Google, I believe, does have a robots.txt analysis tool. It'll analyze that file for you to see if it's actually doing what you want it to do, to see if it's working correctly. If you come across a site that people just change the domain name slightly to try to trick people into using their site, you can't always report those. They end up on a blacklist, or they end up in that black hat, so to speak. So you definitely don't want to mess with a domain name or make misspellings on purpose just so you can have search engine optimization. Definitely worry more about your users than your search engine optimization. Make your site easy to use. Make the menus easy and available. Make the main elements always available on every page. Lead people. Show them related articles and other things of interest that they might want. Make it easy for them to do a quick search to find what they need. If your users like your site, you're going to get lots of people. Next thing you need to do is add keywords. If you don't have any idea what keywords to add, try Google AdWords or Word Tracker keywords. Let me go down here and I'll type in freekeywords.wordtracker.com. Right here, I can type in retirement if I'm making a site for that, and it will give me some keywords, your top searches, and what words people use to find sites with that information. Then what you do, decide what your keywords are going to be, go into your article manager, open up those articles that need the keywords for the main things for your site. And then once you get that article opened up, you're going to add those keywords in the correct area. Remember, in your metadata information, right there is where you need your keywords. Make sure you have a description too. I would make sure your authors or your publishers are adding that metadata information. You definitely probably don't want more than 20 keywords on an article. If you get so many keywords, it'll be considered like keyword spamming, so you don't want to go crazy on that. And probably coming up with 20 words for some articles might be a little difficult. I would make sure you at least have 5 to 10 keywords, especially on your most important elements. If you're selling things, make sure you've got some good keywords on those items for sure. When you add keywords, basically it ends up in the meta tags of the page. So let me go to a website here. When you view the page source of a website, what you look for are the meta source keywords. Right here, I'm looking at the HTML coding and it tells me what the keywords are. So when you are adding your keywords on your article, when you go to a website, if you find a website maybe that's similar to yours, you can just right click on it, view the page source, and assuming of course it's not blocked out, you can look in here and actually see those meta tags. You want to avoid a lot of PDF files and Flash files on your websites. Make sure there's not tons of those. Your crawler isn't necessarily going to crawl those items. You want to make sure you vary your page titles. That way your page titles look different to those crawlers. If you have the same title across all your site, it's not going to look good. You could have the name of your site and all those page titles, but include, this is my business name, it's its services. This is my business name, these are the specific products, things like that. Make sure your page loads fairly quickly. Don't have gigantic video files or image files that take it forever. The crawler might stop trying to crawl your site at that point. Make sure everything is linkable inside your site. You have those internal links. Make sure everybody can get around and inside there internally. Again, that helps the crawler. And again, most importantly, make it good for your user. Get your meta tags in there, make your site easy to use. That'll be great for the search engine optimization. But most importantly, you want to make your site good for your user. If it's good for your user, that's your best optimization, because word of mouth passes really fast on the internet.